I started marketing when I was 15, really actively for my father's business. That means I've been marketing for over 30 years. Let me tell you a story. When I was a young man marketing for my dad's liquor store and wine store, if you wanted to get people to know about you, you had to pay. You had to pay. I had to pay a newspaper to put an advertising in the newspaper. I had to pay a cable company to run my TV commercial. I had to pay for a billboard to show my sign. I had to pay the marketing direct mail company to make a flyer and send it into your mailbox so you would see it. I had to pay. Today, the attention of the world lives in here. The things that dominate here is gaming and entertainment and social networks. People here complain that they're not getting a lot of views on their videos on Instagram or TikTok or these platforms, but they have forgotten that it's free. Let me say this nice and slow. Today, if you were to advertise on social networks, the cost of showing up, not making it, but showing up is free. This is crazy. Google charges you money when somebody clicks. Not everybody converts. You try to figure out if the amount you pay, do enough people convert, that it's worth your money. But it still costs you money. The social network revolution is insane. It is free to build brand. Most people in the world do not produce enough content for how big the opportunity is for free attention. That is the biggest elephant in this room today. It is a wow. It's a wow because it's fucking free. And yet people will complain and say, oh, Instagram shadow banned me. Nobody shadow banned you. You just suck at social media. Attention will get you everything you want. You want to sell a course? Attention. You want to sell a t-shirt? Attention. You want to be the mayor of this town? Attention. You want to raise some money for your nonprofit because you're passionate about it? Attention. You want to be an actor? Attention. Attention. It is the only asset that everyone in here must chase to produce what they want. Being unemotional about where the attention is very important. Too many of you have demonized platforms out of your subjective opinion, a bad experience. And we must get over that hump. Once you understand that everything you want to happen is about building brand and sales in social networks, then you start having to get good at it, right? It's like health and fitness. I can tell you the way to get healthier is to eat better and go to the gym. And once you understand that there's no magic pill, then you can do it. The problem is there's a good way to work out and there's a bad way. There's a good way to eat clean and healthy and there's an okay way where you get tricked if it's really healthy or not. The thing I spend all my time on today in my career, even though I've been in this for a long time, on the flight here with Dustin, with Raghav, all I was talking about was the strategies on the creative that we're posting in social. Is the thumbnail good? Mr. Beast spends $150,000 in testing and production for every thumbnail of the videos he puts up on YouTube. Now, obviously he makes an incredible amount of money from his YouTube videos, but understand it's not about how much. I need everybody here to understand the commitment. Most people here, when they post on social media, post because they're following a trend that they think will do well or some shit they want to say, but they give no thought. And this is the most important line maybe of the entire talk, so I want everyone to pay attention. They give no thought to the science of the art. No thought of the math around the art to build brand. If the attention goes away from Google to search, well, you're not going to be able to convert as easily. If you're getting your business from referrals and affiliates, let me promise you, they're getting their traffic from Google. If AI wins the next 3 to 5 years and most of us are going to ChatGPT or something like it instead of Google, it's just what Google did to the yellow pages and all the directories of before. All the money used to be made by people that would open the yellow pages or the directories and they would call a business. That went to Google, that went out of business. Google is not the end state. Google is not the last way it's going to be. We are all sitting here today and all very aware. How many people here have played with an AI bot, have used or tried ChatGPT? Raise your hand. Actually, stand up if you've used an AI bot, like stand up. I want everybody to visualize this, it's very important. If you've used ChatGPT or something like it to search something or get information, please stand up and don't be lazy. This is very important to everybody. I don't care how tired you are, get the fuck up if you've used ChatGPT. I love you back. Now, listen, before you sit down, because some of you are lazy, look around, look around, look around. This is just starting. This is just starting. You can sit. Thank you for doing that for me, because here's what's important. Do you know what I am scared about every day when I love people in business? That they become too high on their own supply. Meaning they become complacent to what's working today without realizing that the thing that's making their living and their business is in danger. Even if you lose 30% of the attention on search to ChatGPT or something like it, that is gonna raise your cost of clicks and acquisition dramatically enough to maybe not make it viable to what you sell. It doesn't have to go to zero for it to be a problem for you. As a matter of fact, as people start changing their behavior and 20 or 30% less go to Google to look, as that number goes down, the people you're competing with to be the first result in a Google ad are gonna start paying more because they're gonna start getting nervous and it's gonna drive your cost up to compete. 5 years ago when I was yelling TikTok, 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 and all of you thought it was little girls dancing. I thought it's where the world's attention was about to go. Many of you who just raised your hands did not take advantage of going hard on TikTok when I told you. And you left money on the table. It doesn't mean that your business isn't good. It doesn't mean that things aren't fine. It just means that you could have been twice as big. You know, when people are like, Gary, you keep talking about doing this and that, but my business is doing 6 million. I'm like, what's wrong with 12 million? And more importantly, when you're complacent and you become lazy, and you become one-dimensional on 1 or 2 things that work, almost always 6 million becomes 3, not 12. I've been following attention on the internet for 20 years religiously. We are in a moment right now where there's more change coming in the next 24 months than I've seen in a long time. Since really 2005, 6, 7, when MySpace and Facebook and Twitter, and I was like, okay, this is different. This is not blogging. This is different. This is not Dig and Reddit. This is different. And obviously social networks took us to a totally different place. We sit here today with AI looming. You just saw how many people stood up. Today's champion is tomorrow's loser. There are a lot of people sitting here feeling good about themselves based on 2015 marketing behavior. And they don't realize that the shift is coming. And the 2 or 3 things that they do well are starting to change right in front of their eyes. And instead of being accountable and putting in more work to learn, they're putting their head in the sand and saying, fuck AI, I don't care about TikTok, I don't need this, I've got this figured out. Good news, for me, I respect that. You have to live your life. If you decide to lose 20 to 50% of your business's revenue or your growth, that's on you. You're not my brother. You're not my mother. I actually don't give a shit if you listen to any of my advice. On the flip side, the last 20 years of my career has been very, very, very enjoyable. I know that in 2 years, I will be on a flight to Dubai. I'll catch up on all my work, and 5 of you in this audience will email me and say, I was at your talk in August of 23 in Brazil, and I was strictly doing affiliate, lower funnel, and you convinced me to get serious about building brand and social and focusing on what's going on in AI, and I just wanna thank you because you were right. I was slowly declining a little bit, or I was flat, and since there, my business has doubled. That is an email that I am lucky enough to get almost daily over the last 10 years. That is my intent. Attention can be very overpriced and it can be very underpriced, and there is no general rule. How many people here for their company have done marketing with influencers or creators? You've paid an influencer or creator to bring awareness to your business. Raise your hands. Raise them. High, please. Influencers. In general, remarkably possible for it to be underpriced. You can pay an influencer a couple $100, a couple $1,000, $10,000, and get enormous return on your investment. On the flip side, how many people here have paid influencers and it was a shit show, did not do anything? Raise your hands. How many people here have done things with influencers and it was a very good thing and was good for your business? Raise your hands. Almost everyone who raised their hand for the first thing raised their hand for the second thing. This is why I want to talk about attention per behavior in the world we live in today. Many of you may ask, is influencer marketing good? The answer is maybe. It can be good, it can be bad. That is actually the same for everything. If you think about it, a football, is that good for your business? For Messi, it was very good. For Ronaldo, it was very good. They made billions of dollars. The ROI of a football for those human beings was a lot. For me, I played 2 weekends ago and I hurt my hamstring. That was negative ROI. The following platforms have huge opportunities for business growth, but you may do well with it or you may not do well with it. It is based on your skill on how you pick the influencers, what you're looking for the influencers to do, the direction you've given the influencers to do what you want to do, and the same is true for the content you make on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Pinterest. Every one of the top 10 platforms in the world are an incredible opportunity for many people here. The problem is, if you think back to the other things you've done, email marketing, affiliate, Google AdWords, it didn't do well at first either, potentially, because you didn't know what you were doing. The key here is to leave this conference understanding that you have to put in the work to actually be good at the craft. Not everybody in this hall, in this conference, should be making videos on the internet. They're not good at it, and that's okay. You can practice and get better, but maybe it's just not for you, and that's okay. I think the biggest problem today is that most people feel to be good at social media, you have to be on camera, and that is crazy. You have a business. When you have a business, you do not have to be on camera. It's a good thing to be on camera. If you like it or you're good at it, you should be on camera. But if you are not good at it, and you do not like it, and you genuinely understand yourself, I know no matter how much I practice singing, I will only be so good. I will be better in a year if I practice singing every day than I would sing tonight, but I'll still be at a very low level. I can never be Beyonce. I can practice football like I did 2 Sundays ago, but I promise you, there is no World Cup in my future. Other things I was able to maximize. All that practice as a child, selling lemonades and baseball cards and wine, led me to being a very successful entrepreneur. That is true for everyone here. You need to figure out if you are not doing this because you don't want to and you're not good at it, or because of the thing that scares me the most in this room today. That the reason most of you aren't doing what I'm talking about, even though you didn't need me here to fly 12 hours to tell you to do it, is because you're scared of other people's opinions when they leave comments on what you post. The biggest thing I fear is that you are not living your happiest life or your most successful business because you are worried about the opinion of someone who is anonymous on the internet. I'm just gonna give you one tidbit on this. If a human being lives a life where they spend their time going around social networks, finding your content and leaving something nasty about you, that you are not good looking, that you are stupid, that you don't know what you're talking about, do not feel bad for yourself. Feel bad for them. Do you know how sad of a life it is to take your time to seek out people on the internet that you don't know and leave nasty comments to make them feel bad? That person is in a very bad place. When I say feel bad for them, I don't mean say fuck you and be mad at them. I'm saying have compassion and sympathy for them, that they are in a bad place in their lives, that they are spending their valuable time to try to hurt your feelings, someone they probably don't even know. If we can get the world to have more compassion for the people that are nasty, the world can be in a much better place. And more importantly, thank you. And more importantly, that's a big goal. You'll be happier if you can find compassion and empathy for people that are dragging you down. Do not let your self-esteem be wrapped up in the fact that you only got 25 views on a video. I only got 25 views on my first video too, and my second, and my fourth, and my ninth. Nobody was watching my fucking shit. But I knew that the video on the internet thing in 2006 was gonna happen, and I put in the work. All the best stuff is happening when you're putting in the work, not the results. So please be self-aware of who you are. Are you insecure? Or are you self-aware and realize video's not your format, but maybe the written word is? This is the remote control of the universe. Every single thing that you are sitting here on the ground or in a seat, hoping and dreaming could happen, can happen because of this. The only thing that's stopping you is your mental perspective or your lack of knowledge on how to do it. Please, no matter what you do, please get serious about LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, Twitter X, Snap, Instagram, TikTok. Please get serious. The attention of the entire world is on these 8 or 9 platforms at scale. It costs zero money to post on it. This is an opportunity that has never existed in the history of mankind, and we are all sitting here on our hands not doing enough. This is a fucking business conference, and you're fucking sitting here and not posting on social every day? You don't have to because you don't give a fuck. Mazel tov, I'm happy. But if you are not posting on social because your business is good enough and you're happy, please be careful. I've seen this movie over and over, and now I have gray hairs. And kids, you know what happens with gray hairs? Experience. And you know what comes with experience? You've seen this movie before. I was at conferences like this 15 years ago when everyone was like, I'm good. I have email marketing. I don't need search. I was at conferences when people said, I'm good with search. I'm perfect, I got search. I don't need YouTube. YouTube's a fad. Twitter's a fad. Facebook's a fad. TikTok's a fad. I remember, for some of you that are older, remember this thing? How many people here had a BlackBerry before this phone? Raise your hands. Raise it high. Kids, keep it high. One more time, keep it up. Kids, do you know how many of these people that raised their hands said they would never get an iPhone because they needed the buttons on the fucking BlackBerry? Humans are very good at saying no. No, I don't want to know AI, it's bad. No, I don't care about TikTok, it's for kids. Brazil, as I leave this stage, I ask you for one thing. If you sit in this audience and you say no a lot, promise me one thing. Change that no to maybe, maybe, maybe. Spend 5 hours actually downloading and researching and trying. Taste it, taste it. You do that, you'll find yourself in a much bigger place than you started. Thank you.